To get started with this haircut, the first thing we are going to do is comb the hair out. Okay, now my client has been woofing for a little while, so first things first, we want to transform his whole look. He does have a little bit of dry scalp. You guys will see that as we get to combing his hair and cutting it down, but we are going to put some oil in at the end to kind of help that out. I've told my client what to do, so also he is a barber as well, so you know most barbers tend to listen to another barber when they tell them to do something with their hair. So hopefully next time you guys see it, it'll look way healthier. But first thing we're going to do is use that 2-guard closed all the way around his head, and then we're going to use the 2 open on his crown area, because the crown area does cut thinner than the rest. So you guys make sure you cut the hair in the way that your client brushes, or just the way that their hair grows. So as you guys can see right now, I'm about to do this crown with the 2 open. And now after doing that, we are just going to brush it down just to get his hair to lay down. Especially being that he has a little bit of waves in there, we want to get his hair to be laid as possible. So now to start the taper, we're going to do our bald guideline using my trimmers. Now we're using our lever open. I use the same steps for every taper. You guys definitely, if you guys are beginners, you want to develop a fading system, okay? And stick to that system until you master that system. After you master that system, you want to perfect it, okay? So you have a perfect system, and then if you want to venture on and try different ways to fade, you can do that, because by that time you develop your barber's eye. That's the main key here. Just do the same steps until you develop your barber's eye and you know what a fade is supposed to look like. So after using my 0-guard close like I just did, we're just going to use the lever open and clean out what was left. Then we're going to use our lever close to take out that bottom line, and everything after this is just detail work. And I cannot stress this enough, man. Detail work is very key when it comes to separating yourself from other barbers, because most barbers just run through the steps and then get their client in and out, okay? You want to show your client that you do truly care about how they look and how their haircut looks. So just do a little bit more of detail work to show them that extra, like you really care. Even though you should care, but let your clients know that you really care by doing that extra detail work. So now using the back, bruh. Now in the back taper, we're just gonna do the same exact steps. And if you guys ever come up with a head shape like this to where it's like, not as easy to get a soft blend or a smooth blend, you guys definitely want to make sure to just do your steps, okay? It's going to happen. If you got to stay patient and do your steps. Don't worry about the head shape. Just act like it's a regular head shape like everything else. All the indents, you just want to make sure you get in them as much as possible to get that fade in there, to get your steps set correctly. So now to start with this back lineup, we're going to lower it down to a 1 open, and then we're just going to line it up with the cocoa trimmers, and each thing smack, okay? Y'all got to stop coming in my comment section talking about the TPOBs, bro. Them is not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say they're just replicas, bro. He don't live in the US, all right? So he just copying people from here and then slapping on the TPOB logo. So, I don't really use his products, and I don't plan on using them anytime soon. So we're just going to use all US stuff. Let's just be honest. We're just going to use US stuff, man. The people that do it the right way. So to get into this lineup, I'm just gonna lower it down because he does have waves. That way when he brushes his haircut will last a lot longer. Also, it appears to look better as well. It doesn't make the front look so bulky. So now we are going to do some enhancements. Like I said, my client is a barber, and I think he was going out this day with his girl. So we're going to get him extra crispy. Oh my God, I cannot talk for nothing. We are going to get him extra crispy, okay? I am using the flow enhancements that can be found in my description. All you gotta do is click the title of the video and look for flow. It's like flow all caps. You know, this is a little different. I switch it up every time I go back and forth between this and 245, just because I don't like to be held down to just one product. So after we apply basically a base level of enhancement, we're going to clean it up, and then we're going to use the 245 hair fibers. You can get that in the link in the description as well. After we layer that, we're going to apply some hairspray, blow dry it on cold air. Do not use heat, okay? That's just going to melt it and make it look very sloppy, and it's going to make your client start sweating. Don't do that, okay? Use cold air so you can basically freeze it in place, and then we're just going to line it up again. You'll see how crispy it comes out. So now to finish off every Waver's haircut, or just anybody with a low cut in general, just do a freehand trim and get rid of all those straggly hairs, all them hairs that's sticking up still, that doesn't lay with the rest, just so you can give yourself a cleaner look with the haircut.
If you're gonna be happy, shit. Boy.
And I didn't get to record the full part of that, but he basically saying, man, my wifey gonna love this one, man. I cut it one time before, but this time I did a little bit different, so it could be a little extra crispy. But yeah, this is the cut, man. Stay to the end to see how it actually came out.
Kev, you did that.